Hello everyone, welcome to the Unique World. In this video, I will be explaining you the last part from HARVARDMUN procedure, resolution and voting. Well, as we mentioned that you have to provide solution suggestions in the moderated caucuses, now in the unmoderated caucuses, you should create a document from them, and that document is called as resolution paper. So there is a procedure of writing a resolution paper. As you can see from the example, you have to start with the name of your committee and then the agenda item that you have been discussing, and then the signatories part, which means that the countries is who contributed to writing that resolution paper, or just the ones who would like to take the floor and deliver a speech upon that, and the main submitter, which means that the one who contributed that resolution paper more than everyone. However, according to the HARVARDMUN procedure, main submitter is removed, but still some conferences are using it. So a resolution paper should be consisting of two main parts: preambulatory and operative clauses. Starting from the preambulatory clauses. So these are the clauses that you have to state your problems. As you can see from the example, we wanted to take an action about the refugee crisis in Western Sahara, and we defined that problem with starting a preambulatory clause phrase that you can find in the description section, and then we stated our problem. We stated that there is an existing situation like that at that region. All your preambulatory clauses should be in accordance with your operative clauses, because since you are going to take an action in the operative clauses, your preambulatory clauses should state the reasons of why you are taking these kinds of actions, and in order to demonstrate that your solution suggestions are more than your problems, the number of your operative clauses should be more than your preambulatory clauses. The most important part of your resolution paper, your operative clauses. Since you have to take an action about all the problems that you have stated in the preambulatory clauses, as you can see from the example, as we mentioned the refugee crisis in the region of Western Sahara, now it is time to take an action about that. And in that example, we provided a solution like an assistance program, and we explained that solution suggestion with subclauses and sub-subclauses, and we have to state all its details with giving the answer of WH questions in an operative clause. One thing that you should bear in mind about the resolution paper, you cannot put any kind of full stop, and since there is a procedure of writing it, as you can see, you need subclauses and sub-subclauses in the time of your operative clauses, and in that, as we said, you should state all the details of the action that you want to take. Lastly, about writing a resolution paper, the number of required clauses can change according to your conference, but generally 7 operative clauses and 6 preambulatory clauses would be enough for you. And your resolution paper should end with a sentence like, "Decides to remain actively seized on the matter." After your resolution paper is done, and after the chairboard is recognized the main submitter to introduce the resolution paper, now it is time for other delegates in the House to write an amendment paper for that resolution paper. And an amendment paper can be used for 3 different purposes: to add a clause or a part, to edit somewhere in the resolution paper, or to strike out somewhere. If you think that there is a missing part in that resolution paper, you can write an amendment paper to add a part. If you think that somewhere should be changed, you can write an amendment paper to edit a part. Or if you think that somewhere is unnecessary in that resolution paper, you can write an amendment paper to strike out that part. As you can see from the example, firstly, you have to write amendment to edit, amendment to strike out, or amendment to add. And then you have to state the part that you would like to strike out, or the part that you would like to edit into another thing, or the part that you would like to add. And after you send your amendment paper to your chairboard, you will be recognized and you will deliver a speech upon that, and there will be in favor and against speeches and a voting procedure for your amendment paper as well. And after your amendment papers, your chairboard has the authority of deciding on how many speakers are going to deliver a speech about the resolution paper, whether in favor or against, and the delegates in the House should deliver a speech according to their policies. After the in favor and against speeches, there will be a motion expecting for the closure of debate and moving on with the voting procedure. And there are three kinds of voting procedures that you can give with a motion: substantive, acclamation, and roll call voting. In the substantive voting, the delegates should only have right to say yes or no for that resolution paper. In the acclamation voting, the delegates have right to say yes, no, or abstention for that resolution paper with voting by placards. About the roll call voting, you have 6 choices to say: yes, no, pass, abstention, yes with rights, no with rights. The ones that you do not know about is yes with rights and no with rights. So basically, yes with rights means that you are voting in favor for that resolution paper, but there are some parts that you do not agree with, so you take the floor and deliver a speech. And no with rights is the exactly opposite version of that. You are voting against for that resolution paper, but there are parts that you agree with. So these were the last part from HARVARDMUN procedure as being the resolution paper and voting procedure. If you would like to see example of operative and preambulatory clause phrases, you can check the description section. And if you want to see an example of a resolution paper, you can send an email to us. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. With that, this video has been suspended for now.